Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they match up with former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw left side, complete to QT. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
Peyton Barber had his best year running the football in 2018, and he was 9th in the league last year in rushing attempts. The only issue, yards per carry. Total yards under 900. New head coach Bruce Arians, he believes he can improve his efficiency.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, it's caught by Mike Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. A first down throw for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. First carry for Peyton Barber. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The numbers for Evans a week ago: 4 catches, 58 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
A carry for Barber. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Winston now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down now, it's Barber. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, Barber. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Winston now to throw on first down. Open man is QT, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ready? Blue ready.
Here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On play action, Winston. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Winston gives to Barber. Mario Addison in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because you...
Oh, Barber loses it, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. Forced out to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 38, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Barber. The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Jameis again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
36.
Throwing is Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Now Newton on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check 45 tonight. Check 45.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Tavecchio puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And Olsen over the middle. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. Newton now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The lefty to Vecchio now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Winston leads it with Barber on the draw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter. Good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
45.
From the 41, Newton throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. Newton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. They'll run the draw with Barber. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All day, baby, all day. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throw left side complete to QT. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this is caught at the 8. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now this throw caught left side. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Ready? 525. All day, dog. Let's go.
On 1st down, Barber. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Let him know.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll come out in the pistol. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 23 yards to pick up there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.